evening, late night freaks. I'm here to give Leo a bonus wild card read straight from the hip with lots of lip. This is a big thank you to all of you, Leo Collective, for being such big supporters of the channel. You actually tied with Aries for the third spot for coming in with the highest views on the last reading series we were using to gauge sign engagement with here on the channel. And so thank you very much. It's not the first time you've earned a bonus read, so I really do appreciate the way all of you Leos show up and show out for the channel. It really means a lot. Thank you so much for your support. I did get an initial download coming in for you. I feel like you've been going through some financial challenge. There's been some financial difficulties that you've been dealing with. I feel like a source of financial support has been cut off. It's something that you really counted on. This could have been something that came through another person, you know, maybe somebody that was invested in you or was somehow helping you out financially. Something has happened to disrupt this. You may have lost a job. That's another possibility, or some stream of income dried up for you. I feel like either way, there's been something you've been tied to. It feels like it's a little bit of a compromising position. And this isn't for everybody, but in some cases, I feel like somebody's got something on you, like somebody's got you by the short hairs. They have something that they have on you that they are willing to expose, that really, if they expose this, it could be your undoing. It could really sabotage you. And this person may go so far as to hold it over you in such a manipulative way that maybe they're making you give them some kind of payoff in order to keep them quiet. This coming in, it's got like sort of extortion vibes, okay? There's something you need to be mindful of in regard to this, especially because I feel like you got some new financial opportunity coming your way. There's some opportunity for you really to like free yourself of this financial hardship. There's some sense of financial lack that you've been wading through. It's been challenging for you, and you got some opportunity on the table. It's really going to give you a leg up and allow you to get out of these compromising situations where you have to maybe rely on handouts from other people. Or some of you, I just have to bring it forward. You know, some of you are using, you know, sex as a form of manipulation. You know, you're somebody's sugar baby. You're somebody's sugar baby. Some of you are somebody's sugar daddy or sugar mama. You know, you're like, you're footing the bill so you can have that, you know, that hookup, something along these lines. This person's been really demanding. You know, it's become a compromising situation. Maybe this situation involves somebody who's already in like a relationship, a marriage, you know, something along these lines. That's what makes it further complicating. Maybe this is why, you know, there's one person who's financially taking advantage of this situation. Ted just confirmed that with a yes. Okay, so somebody's in a sticky situation here, but I feel like you need to keep quiet because you got some opportunity coming your way that's going to restore financial balance for you. I got that. It's like putting you on a stronger foot financially, but there is some toxicity that you need to overcome in relation to this, and you need to be aware because whoever you're connected to, whoever you've gotten yourself into some like messy, sticky situation with, they're going to try to take their cut of that, you know? You do need to be aware. For some of you have actually considered getting involved. You know, this is not for everybody, okay? But some of you might be toying around with the idea of how you can, you know, benefit financially from, you know, working with your sexuality in some way. I mean, this could have anything, you know, to do with, you know, on one angle, you know, starting an OnlyFans, to on another, you know, straight up just getting involved in the industry. You know, you might be considering a move like this, or you might have this opportunity offered to you. It might seem like really fast, easy money. You might not realize the ways that it could compromise you in the end. I do feel like things are a little messy here when it comes to sexuality and finances. Some people have been acting out of vices. You know, some people have some kind of sex addiction. Some people have been relying on, you know, connecting with sex workers to get their kicks. You know, maybe they got certain kinks or something like that. You know, this is something that's kind of secretive, I feel, and there's something that's compromising about it. Maybe somebody knows this. Maybe somebody has some information about this. Maybe somebody's seen some pictures of you, or maybe somebody's seen some video of you. They want to expose this, or somebody's using something like this against you, you know, and they're holding this over your head. They're going to expose this, you know. There's something's happening here where somebody is really playing unfair when it comes to the money, and they got somebody by the short hairs. They got them in a really like a bad spot. Okay, there's some kind of manipulation happening here. I feel like it's coming to an end though. You know, there's something that frees you from this. It puts you back in control of your own finances. It puts you on a track to a new beginning where you can move out of this compromising position. You may be dealing with somebody that's got this going on. They're leading a double life. You didn't even know anything about this, you know. There's something about this that's come to light. It allows you to kind of create some separation. You might cut this person off cold when you find out about this. Okay, there's something compromising here. This is what I got as an initial download. This is for any strong Leo placement: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter, or a loaded fifth house significant placement in the fifth house. This could also speak to you if you are an Aquarius rising, an Aquarius ascendant. Leo would be your descendant sign. So especially in matters of relationship, unions, matters of the heart, you may find resonance in these messages. Bottom of the deck energy. Yeah, look, it's all about the money. I'm telling you, look at this. 9 of Pentacles. So somebody here is in a really good financial position. Somebody here has come into some money, independent money, all right? This person's sitting pretty. They're really in a good financial position for themselves. We see that there's a lot growing for them. They're looking good. They're feeling in their element. This is a very independent energy. Maybe that's what you're wanting to achieve right now, Leo. You're wanting some financial independence. You're wanting to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Some of you may be in some kind of compromising relationship and you're purely in it just for the money, and you're wanting to break free from this. You're wanting to have your independence. You're wanting to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. Okay, there's something that this would give you a rise in confidence. And I do feel like you're getting an opportunity for this. I feel like there's some opportunity that's presented to you that allows you to step out of a position that really has made you feel compromised. That's what I got. Okay, so let's see what's coming in around this for you, Leo. What does Leo need to know right now? What does Leo need to know right now? What does Leo need to know right now? I am feeling really strongly that somebody has like a porn addiction. It's not just like they enjoy a little spice. Just wanted to flip up here. Somebody's wanting to pull themselves out of an industry. I got this really strongly. They're wanting to pull themselves out of an industry. They're wanting to redefine their success with the world here. They've gone through some transformation. I know this is not for everybody, but I have to bring it in, okay? It's significant. It's coming through for a reason. Somebody here, it's not necessarily you. It could be somebody you're dealing with, has had involvement in the sex industry. This person has gone through some radical transformation and they are really ready to set their life on a new track. They want to start making money in a new way, and they have an idea for how they can move forward. And in order to do this, they have to extricate themselves from the work that they've been doing so they can really follow their heart and do what they feel called to do at this time. It's a big transformation for them. But I feel like whoever's going through this transformation, or somebody who's been, you know, maybe getting money through, you know, using their sexuality, like hooking up with somebody just so they could have the financial support, like being a sugar baby, okay? Or something along these lines. Or, you know, I really feel this is somebody who's making some kind of financial money off of, you know, some financial gain out of some sexual connection, you know, however you want to look at it. For some of you, it's somebody that's in the industry. they are really going through a personal transformation. They are wanting to head off in a new direction. I see them successfully closing this cycle. Yeah, look at this. They are tearing this down. They are bringing this down. This is the Tower here. Some of you are finding out about this. It's shocking for you, okay? This might end a relationship. You might find out that somebody has a sexual addiction. This is what's been causing a problem in your relationship. Some of this person is a sex worker. You know, this is coming out. I do feel like there is somebody going through a big transformation here. They're letting something go, something that's been built on lies. I got a house of lies is falling down. So maybe there's something falling down in a home. You know, some home is, you know, it's crumbling. You know, the foundation is crumbling, what you built with another. Yeah, look at this. This is somebody who was coming towards you in a romantic way, but now they're going the other way. This is a King of Cups in reverse, okay? This could be a manipulative energy. Again, it's giving me that feel like somebody who gives their cup to have some kind of gain. You know, they use, you know, this is like a Lothario. This is somebody who knows how to finesse people, you know, and they do this to get certain advantages. That's what I get, you know? This is somebody who knows how to work people for their money. Could have strong water sign influence, okay? So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, and I see that, you know, this is a really like strong pattern of behavior for this person that's rooted in their past. This is sort of like the past comes back to haunt you. It's like the past is being revealed. Something comes out about this, something gets exposed, it breaks up a home, it causes disharmony in a home. It's going to take a lot of strength to overcome the fallout of this. That's what I got, okay, with the Strength card here. It's going to take a lot of compassion. If you are somebody who has worked in that industry and you have gone through some kind of spiritual awakening, or you've had some kind of personal growth, or maybe this is just coming through. Some of you realize that you got into this work because it was sort of a way for you to channel the trauma that you'd been through. You know, you didn't really feel empowered when it came to your body. This is a sensitive message, okay? So you're free to tune out if you're not prepared to hear something like this, but this is important for somebody to hear. You got involved in this industry because of trauma you'd experienced in your life. There were times when you felt very disempowered, you know, very disempowered when it came to the boundaries of your own physical body, okay? And in some way, you worked out a lot of these issues by working in this industry. It gave you a feeling like you had control when it came to how you used your sexuality and how you used your body, and that you gained something from that. It gave you like this false sense of empowerment. I feel like you've kind of overcome this though. There's something you've been doing. Some of you have been doing this work. It's just, some of you doesn't even necessarily have to be the industry. It can just be you have this pattern of behavior where you tend to kind of, you know, get involved with people in such a way where you can use your sexuality to sort of like gain some kind of financial advantage, you know. And in this way, you know, on one level, like you told yourself for a long time that having this kind of sway or having this kind of power over somebody, that this was an empowerment for you. I feel like that was some kind of like working through some issues from your past where maybe you felt disempowered, where you didn't have the boundaries of your sexuality respected, okay? This made you feel empowered. For some of you, this was like kind of getting back at, you know, the people who had taken advantage of you sexually in the past. It felt redeeming to kind of take advantage of them in this way, okay? This is some shadow material coming out here, but we are moving through a pretty heavy shadow cycle, so this needs to come forward. Others of you were involved in some level of, you know, business where sexuality was sort of like the basis of how you earned your money, okay? How you earned your money. And I feel like you've been looking at this a lot lately. You've been having some revelations about this. It's been blowing your mind. You realize that you've gone through a big emotional transformation. It's time to change this aspect of your life. And some of you are dealing with somebody that this is being exposed, okay? This is being exposed. Yeah, I feel like there's some communication coming in around this. Something is being illuminated for you about this. Big transformation energy, though, okay? There's something you're wanting to move away from, and you're wanting to earn your money in a new way. Now, I'm going to just put it out there. For those where this is not involving the sex industry at all, this involves feeling like you were like pimped out in the work you were doing. You know what I'm saying? Where somebody really just like was just having you do all the work, and yet they were yielding all the profits from it, and you felt really restricted. There's something about this though where you felt like you were being used in the situation, okay, to an unfair advantage, and you're wanting to transform the situation, or you've been using somebody unfairly and there's some kind of breaking away from this. This is being dismantled. What was built on false pretenses needs to be brought down. It's further exemplified with your energy here, okay? We got the King of Wands. This could be masculine Leo. You could have also been dealing with a masculine fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you know? Maybe you were using this person like this, or you feel like this person was in some way using you, but something's coming to light here. I do feel like what offer was on the table has been taken off the table, and has something to do with some kind of information, some kind of communication coming in that illuminates things. It brings a tower, all right? And definitely sexuality is playing a role in this situation. I do feel like somebody's getting a lot of action when it comes to the wand energy there, okay? So I do feel like this is factoring in. And I mean, judgment's coming in right after that. So, I mean, that's pretty much confirmation of truth in this situation. Yeah. Somebody tried to make an offer. This could even be a contract, like I was saying, some kind of work. Maybe somebody wanted to get you involved in this kind of work, all right? Maybe something like this was on the table. This could also just be a soul contract, somebody making an offer to you, but you recognize there's something that's just not quite right about this. It's not sitting right with you. You're turning this offer down. You're refusing this offer. You know your worth. You know what you deserve. You don't want to settle for less. I feel like this is disappointing for you with the Five of Cups. You feel a lot of regret about this. And we do see that maybe there could have been a little too much partying in the past. Maybe alcohol was an issue. There could have also just been like too much in the moment, just enjoying things at the time, but not really considering the long-term ramifications of that. This is a lot of regret over something that at one time, you know, you were feeling pretty good about it. Maybe at times you felt like you were almost living the high life, you know, but something comes down with a crashing thud, you know. And I think you're looking back at this. Maybe you're regretting some of the choices you made. Maybe you're regretting some of the choices you made in love. Maybe some of you might have opened up exploration in your relationship. You might have explored, you know, opening up to, you know, having a more kind of like polyamory kind of dynamic in your relationship. Or maybe you said, hey, let's just, you know, kind of like allow each other to have our freedom for a while, see what happens. You're regretting this now, I think, because there's other parties who've become involved in the mix. This has complicated things. It's led to some kind of regret. It's interesting, though, because what you can't see is there's some kind of rebirth with this bat energy carrying in this Two of Cups here that wants to bring in some new love for you, but you're really distracted from it because you keep looking back at something that really disappointed you in the past. And I believe it has to do with multiple sexual partners, okay? but there's like a pearl of wisdom coming forward for you here. This is what Spirit wants you to take with you. They want you to stop focusing on what was so disappointing. And for some of you, I feel it was really devastating. You know, you felt like you lost a lot in this situation. I feel like you lost a lot of your power in this situation. You may even feel like you're a bit of a fool, and maybe even a fool on display, especially if there's something that's being exposed or something that's coming out that makes you realize you didn't have an accurate view of a situation. It's not easy to be in this position, but you're doing your best is kind of just like let go and ride it out. You've had an opportunity to look at things, look at the ways that sometimes, you were just really motivated by, your desire to rush forward into, what was turning you on. I feel like this is a bit of like the pheromones kind of taking over and just going with where the urge of the moment was instead of really thinking like, how is this going to play out? I feel in cases where you were in a relationship where you decided to open things up, this really ended up sabotaging the connection, because now maybe your person's exploring other options and you're deciding you no longer want this, you're wishing things were back the way they used to be. There's something here, with this pearl that's being offered here. It's some wisdom. Like sometimes we have to learn our lessons in a harsh way. Like you don't know what you got until it's gone, man. Okay? But maybe that's why you had to have this experience. You notice that pearl is the same pearl that's in this oyster in the world. And we know that whatever is being discovered now, whatever is coming out, it may be hard to swallow, but at the same time, it's giving you some wisdom that you can carry forward into the new cycle. All right? And this is a new chapter of your life that's opening. It's creating some kind of transformation within you. And this transformation that's happening within you is going to lead you to success, ultimately. It's a positive thing for you to close this cycle, okay? It's definitely going to work out to your benefit. And there may be something that really comes to a head with this, with the full moon in Sagittarius that is going to be coming up here on the 4th, all right? I see there's some kind of letting go that happens at this time. And I don't feel like you're going to resist it. I think that you've been resisting it for a while, but you've been hanging out here so long, waiting for things to change. And this person, they can't seem to make up their mind, it's always back and forth, and you can't ever get any kind of solid offer out of them. I also feel like, again, this is in relation to your finances too. Your finances have been held up here. Whatever you've been staying in out of some sense of like obligation or duty, it's actually blocking your abundance. It's blocking your channels of manifestation. There's something you're switching up here. I feel like this is moving out of this like partnership energy, which throws you into imbalance. And it's about you kind of striking out on your own with this Ace of Pentacles, planting a seed for yourself here, with the Knight of Pentacles, something you can really grow for yourself to full fruition. I also feel like somebody made this offer to you, like they gave you some opportunity, but this opportunity came with strings attached here, It was a little sneaky. It was a little sneaky here, something that, caught you by surprise, and it actually ended up putting you in a compromising position. So I think right now you're looking to free yourself from this dynamic. There's some bold move you're about to make. There's a bold move you're about to make, and it could be in association with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or maybe you have something you're keeping an eye on with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Maybe you're keeping an eye on this person online, or there's somebody that, you're wondering what somebody's up to in regard to a situation. I got that. It involves some new beginning for you, okay? We got the Fool here, all right? And with this is the Lovers, Gemini energy. So this very well could be in relation to a Gemini. This could be a new beginning you want. Maybe somebody's painting a really pretty picture for you. They want you to head off on some trip with them. I got that. They want you to go on some trip with them. It's an opportunity for a new beginning. It could be a Gemini, just with this coming in here. You might already be in some relationship though, or some otherwise binding agreement. If you're in work, this could be somebody courting you in another direction. You know what I mean? It could be like somebody's spinning this real fantasy for you. Look, if you take our offer, it might involve you having to go on a trip. You'll have everything you could ever possibly desire. Okay. I feel like somebody's really like painting a picture here, you know. You're wanting to take this risk. You're wanting to take this new beginning. You're hoping it can be a new kind of financial stability for you. At the same time, you're a little nervous about this, I feel. There's a little part of you that's a little nervous. You don't want to be played for a fool. You don't want to look like a fool. Yeah, you're wondering, should I invest in this? And for a lot of you, this is somebody who's coming in as a romantic partner. You know, they're saying that they will make a commitment to you, that they really want to grow with you, that they want this security with you, they want this stability with you, and you're wondering if you can trust it. Okay, well, let's see. Can you trust this offer that's coming forward? For some of you that have been involved in the industry, it keeps coming in, so I know it's coming in for somebody. Somebody is really wanting to get out of the industry, and they have somebody that really loves them and wants to commit to them, and they're like, don't worry about it. Like, I got you. I won't let you down. I'm going to help you move out of this. I'll take care of you while you get on your feet, okay? So this is coming through for somebody. What does Leo need to know about this offer? What does Leo need to know about this offer that's coming towards them, that's to get them out of some kind of compromising position? I feel like you're in a compromising position that has to do with money. Money's being used as a manipulative factor in this situation. Somebody's wearing a false front in this situation. You feel a little trapped. You're wanting to move away from this, and you don't know the right way to do this without there being some major problem. Yeah, I do see, you know, you going for this. You are going to leave whatever connection, compromising arrangement this is. I do see you going your own way, and it frees you from something that brings a lot of healing to you with the 3 of Cups here. This is a big moment of success for you, walking away from this thing. I do feel like you are being called to strike out independently, okay? I feel like you're being called to like listen to where your spirit's calling you right now, where your soul is calling you right now. You need to get in touch with your own energy as you make this decision. I do feel like as long as you are choosing yourself, you can't go wrong. Choosing yourself, you can't go wrong. You will be successful in this situation. There's something to celebrate. There is some healing here. I want to look at it from both regards, okay? I want to see what's going on in, there's some relationship at the heart of this, a love relationship. Show me what's going on for Leo in terms of this love relationship, this person who's offering their care and their support, this person who's offering a commitment. What is the true intentions of this person? What's really coming forward in this situation for Leo? Please make it clear. Please make it clear. Some of you are withholding sexuality because that's something that's always been sort of like it's something that's always sort of disrupted your romantic connections. It's kept them from going to a deep place. Maybe you would like kind of connect with people intimately too soon, and then you would find that they would just sort of bail out on you. Some of you are choosing not to engage sexually. You really want to see if this person is really going to invest in you, even if you're not having sex with them, okay? Yeah, look at this. I think that's a good way to go if you're trying to figure out somebody's intentions romantically, with the King of Cups coming up in reverse. Again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Yeah, maybe this person's really putting on the pressure for you to connect, you know, sexually with them, but you're just feeling like, I don't know about this person's intentions. If you are feeling the least bit sketchy about this person's intentions, you might want to hold off. Likewise, because of that message that came in, you might not know this person could have a connection with the sex industry. This could also be somebody who just, they get around a lot. Maybe this person, has contracted something. You don't want to put yourself in a compromising position. You're being asked to really think about your health and your well-being here, You may want to heal with this person. At some point, you may even feel like you might have at one point in the past felt like you could fix this person. Maybe this person was like your Build-A-Bear project or something, but this person can only heal themselves. This could also be somebody who really has a serious alcohol problem. They got a serious addiction. They're partying too much. They need to get themselves some help. This is not something you can help this person with. They have to be willing to, heal themselves. That's where that's at, all right? They have to be willing to take the first step to get the help and the support they need to break free from this. And what you don't understand right now is you might have been trying to code this person a little too much, right? You may have been trying to sort of mind what they're doing, and you're trying to be the supportive person in their life, but you're actually disempowering this person because they need to take these steps on their own. They need to make these choices. It can't be about you. For some of you that are Cancer, Leo, cuspers, this message is coming through very, very strongly for you. You could also be dealing potentially with a Virgo, okay, with that Hermit card coming up there. But I feel like what this person needs is they need you to pull your energy back. It's a little bit of tough love by you pulling your energy back, giving this person a little bit of tough love. They have no choice but to kind of look at themselves, reflect on themselves and their actions, and it looks like they get the help that they need. This is what brings success in this situation. So if you're in a situation where you're trying to co-sign on somebody's bullshit and you think you're helping them, you're not. You're helping them stay stuck. You got to let this person address their issues themselves. You can't rescue people, all right? Let me do a cut of the deck energy here and see what action we got going on here. Yeah, look at this. 9 of Pentacles on the cut of the deck, opposite side. Queen of Wands. Look, that's you in your independent energy. All of your success right now is about you investing in yourself. It's about you striking out on your own. It's you in your independence, and I don't know, I have to call it out. It came in. Some of you, you are considering getting involved in some kind of, sex industry work. And for some of you, you're fine with that. It works for you. I have to call it out. I mean, if it's on your terms and you feel empowered in it, I do see you can make a lot of money going in that direction. I'm not here to judge. I don't judge people, your body, your choices, what's right for you. I bring everything in as it comes in, okay? Some of you might be considering this, and I have to tell you, if you are, and if it's something you feel totally empowered in and you get to make the rules when it comes to that, I see that it could be very financially lucrative for you. But if you're thinking of that and you're currently in some kind of dynamic where somebody's trying to, take the reins and have the control in that situation, I do see that will sabotage you. It will shoot you in the foot, and it won't be a fair arrangement. The only way that you can be successful in this situation is if you strike out on your own. I do feel for a lot of you, there is some of this element you're bringing into the work that you're doing. There's something you're bringing into your work that it might, bring in some aspect of sensuality, or there might be some glamorous aspect to it. There might be maybe you're kind of trying to spice up your brand too. Maybe you have an independent brand, you're an entrepreneur. Maybe you're trying to put a different spin on the work you're doing. Maybe you want to bring a little bit more fire, a little more fire forward. Maybe you're looking to sort of expand your reach and the type of services you offer. You want to be a little bit more edgy. You want to be a little bit more bold, okay? I think this is going to be very successful for you. And this is very interesting. For some of you, you have a contract offer coming forward. It can bring you a lot of financial success it's with a small indie company, okay? So if you have a choice between going through like some indie company or there's an offer from like a big corporation on the table, go with the independent company because that's where you'll really have your success. There's something you need to hammer out in the contractual agreements that allows you to retain, you know, like the full ownership of your creation in this situation. I feel like that's very important. Let me go ahead and pull out some super future awesome cards, super future awesome cards. I think you got a super future ahead of you. It's awesome. I meant to say super awesome future. Yeah, I think in some way you're stepping into your empowerment. You're defining it on your terms and you get to move forward. You feel like you're really being guided in this way. You have a different perspective. Again, like I said, some of you may be in that line of work. You don't have an issue with it. You don't feel disempowered in any way. You feel totally empowered in it. And you want to explore this direction, you know, more power to you. If it feels right to you, if it's on your terms, if you got yourself set up in such a way where, you know, it's not a conflict, it's all good. But I do feel there's some aspect of this that comes as a surprise to somebody, okay? Because there is a tower falling here. And just be prepared that if you are in that line of work and maybe if you kind of like led a double life, or if you're dealing with somebody who's in this line of work and they've been living a double life, that there's some kind of exposure that comes through about this. And it, you know, it's a little disruptive. It's disruptive because it's been kept secret. I feel like somebody's not in the loop here of something that's been going on sexuality, something that's been going on with somebody's sexuality, something that's been going on sexually. And it's something too where the finances are involved and there's been something compromising happening with the finances, okay? Somebody's got like a sugar daddy. Somebody's got a sugar daddy and it's purely, it's just for the money. It's just for the money. You know, the relationship, it's all financially gained based. It has nothing to do with any kind of like real romantic connection. Yeah. Something that was hidden, something that was being done behind the scenes. This is the fox in the hen house. Something's coming out about this. Like there's some news spreading about this, or there's some exposure about this. Some kind of sneaking around is coming out. It's becoming evident and it's going to create some kind of disruption. All right, that's what I got. There's a tower moment here. It's either you or it's somebody you're dealing with. It could be somebody who was born in the year of the rooster with Chinese astrology. Okay. This is a possible indication. We do have fire and water on the board, okay? So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. These are the players involved in this situation. Let's see what's coming in here. Yeah, there's some kind of temptation here, all right? And I do feel like there's something that's being revealed. And the reason why it's being revealed is there's a transformation that needs to happen in this situation. Something's been built on false pretenses. I do feel like there's somebody in this relationship that's not aware of what's going on here. Somebody's been keeping a secret. Something's been happening on the down low and it hasn't been on the up and up. But I do feel like there's some people who've infiltrated here and they got some information and this is about to come out. And when it does, you know, it's going to rock a foundation. It's going to rock a foundation, but, you know, yeah, this is going to set somebody off on a brand new direction, okay? There's nothing to fear anymore. I mean, that is sort of the good thing about being found out, you know? As long as you're trying to hide something, then you're always sort of in this place where you're not in an advantageous position. Like, that's not an empowering position to be in when you're having to keep something secret. But it's sort of like, once you face this thing head on, you take your head out of the sand. Yeah, it's disruptive, okay? It's a little shocking. It's a bit of a jolt. It sets you off on a new path, but at least then you can get moving forward to where you're really supposed to be. You don't have to feel stuck anymore. All right, any final message for Leo Collective? Yep, look at this, the kiss up. I'm telling you, somebody knows something in this situation. They're going to try to hold it over your head or vice versa. You're trying to hold it over somebody else's head and trying to gain financial advantage to not blow this person's cover, not talk about what happened here. Somebody is trying to give hush money in this situation or keep somebody quiet, all right? Or somebody's trying to sweeten the pot in a business deal where they say that they're going to help you get ahead. You know, I feel this would be the case of like more of like a corporation, you know, like they make you feel like you're really going to advance when in actuality, you're just like a sitting pigeon, man. They're just going to get fatter and fatter and fatter off the profits of your work while you're in this really subservient position. Either way, there's some kind of kiss up energy coming in here, and it involves money. And it also involves somebody feeling like they're in a really compromising position. So what I'm advising in this situation, what's coming through, what I'm getting in the download is that you can kind of cut this person to the chase by just exposing this yourself. All right. And then nobody can take advantage of you. It was 41 on the clock when I said that. It's like, why don't you introduce a little change into this mix? Why don't you move a little out of pocket instead of like just towing the line and like paying up to keep this person quiet because you're embarrassed about the truth being revealed? What if you just free yourself from this? Go ahead, let the truth come out. You know? And in cases where somebody's trying to get you, you know, roped into a contract, they're trying to use money to sweeten the deal, and you feel like you're going to be in a compromising position. You know, I feel like there's another offer that's going to come your way. Either way, you're being advised to go in the more independent direction. Okay. Cut of the deck energy to close this off. You need to cut it off with somebody with the breakup. Okay. Let this ship go down. Let this mess sort itself out. You're meant to move to calmer waters. There's that, it's way off in the distance. That's you in the sailboat sailing away on your own, I feel, you know, going your own way. Yep, because you know who you are now. You know your worth. You know your value. You're going to have guidance come in about this. You're gaining a different perspective. And once you have this perspective, you move forward, and you move forward in a very empowering way. And it looks very good for you, okay? But this is all about you rising up into that Taurus North Node, really understanding your worth, your value, what you deserve, and taking the power back in your life and not letting anybody have control over you.